And this is one of those things that I think a lot of people know, but it's different to hear like a former executive say it. They quote, cancel so many games that the canceling of all these games was quote, was done to quote, save the devs, citing that a lot of people get too attached to stuff and can't let it go. I guess that makes sense, right? If something's not working or something's not clicking and they can't like solve whatever it is they're trying to solve, sometimes you got to like get them out of that. I tend to work with people who have very strong ideas. We love these people, so trying to change or stop their project is so hard. It's all about talent in this industry. I've tried to help them as much as I could. While this might sound harsh or cruel, Yoshida says he has to quote, convince studios and developers to move or stop in order to quote, save these devs from getting quote, stuck on projects or games that just aren't working out. I guess that is kind of the
Wow.
role of an executive
Yeah.
in some ways, is to be like,
Well,
hey, let's move
I
on.
mean, dude, that's like Riot. I
Yeah.
mean, Riot has one product for like every 10 actual in production products that fail.
Right.
So like in products they put resources into, not necessarily in production. That's a specific term, but they try all sorts of stuff before we see something like Valorant. Like they had a sea of canceled projects.
Sure, yeah. He says, the industry keeps growing and growing, and I hope it keeps supporting and chasing creative ideas and people who try to work on new things. You don't want to see the top 10 games every year being almost the same, all games becoming service games, quote, ... That would be a bit boring for me.